Okay, yes, 52 goals for 2025 does sound crazy, but I do have a sneaky little trick that's going to help me. Hello friends, before I dive into my 52 and 25, I do want to pay a little homage to 2024. This was done without looking into things so thoroughly. I'm really just going off of vibes and what's standing out to me right now. But I want to focus on some of my absolute favorite moments of this past year and some of the things that I'm most proud of. So I actually kicked off 2024 on a bullet train from Tokyo to Osaka, and getting to see the snow-capped Mount Fuji was just an experience that made me feel like I was in a movie. It was truly like something out of a dream to be riding on that train, watching the scenery. Oh my gosh. This year I also finished up A Closet Full of Cauldrons enough to share with alpha readers, get their feedback, and start doing the bulk of the work that I would need to then send it to beta readers. There were other drafts that I did complete throughout the year, other revisions that I started, but I feel like I'm especially proud of that one and the story that it's shaping up to be, because it's one of the first books that I was really writing with no concept of an audience in some ways. I was really just putting all of my favorite things into it, and it's just, yeah, the character in that world just feel very special and they have my whole heart, and I'm excited to get to continue the series. I also finished crocheting so many things, big and small, a lot for me but some for gifts. But I think the main one I want to highlight here that I have like such a strong emotional attachment to is my McLaren bag. Full papaya. I have like a little race flag lining that I put in, and getting to take it to my first ever Formula 1 race in Spain, in Barcelona. It was just like the absolute coolest thing, this merging of two of my favorite hobbies, crocheting and watching Formula 1. And also later on that same trip, as a decades-long Taylor Swift fan, I finally got to see her at the Eras tour, which was so cool, visually so stunning, and I did the Howth cliff walk. Thank you to my patron for recommending it. It was, I think, my favorite thing that I did while I was there. Very much like a core memory kind of thing, just walking all around the cliff and this like beautiful scenery. Like it is burnt into me. I'm just waiting for like the right place to channel it out into creativity, you know? This year I started attending therapy for the first time. That was actually a huge goal that I had set for 2024, and the one that I'm most glad that I actually succeeded on. I do think that I'm going to want to start attending again with a different therapist, not because anything bad happened, but just like a meshing thing, you know? But I'm so proud of myself for finally taking that leap. It was something that I thought of for years before I made it an official goal, and then to actually do it was huge. In a similar vein, this was a continuation of sorts, but it was definitely the year of like doctor visits and new medicines, and I am just feeling incredible. I talked before about how much I love this doctor. She's someone who's actually helped me to figure out a migraine medicine that works for me, and that's taken a lot of the anxiety off of then having a migraine, which was spiraling and making things worse a couple years ago. And my doctor, being so incredible, has just continued this year finding other solutions to problems that I've been having. And I think because of that, because of my faith in this like doctor-patient relationship or whatever, it's really helped my anxiety around the whole thing to go down. Also medicine. But the medicine itself, and then feeling heard, and just like, you know, having to regularly go to the doctor has all sort of helped calm that health anxiety down. And I will really remember 2024 as the year of finding answers, kind of like a giant exhale. And then finally, I think a huge highlight for the year was these past two sort of writing trips. One being going to New York City to celebrate Wallace and the release of her book A Dark and Secret Magic, and hang out with so many writer friends. The whole thing was such a heartwarming experience, like putting on your absolute favorite cozy sweater and having like a nice mug of tea in your hands. Like it's just, oh, it was so nice. And then going on that writing retreat was just so excellent to refill my creative well. Plus I got to see all of my siblings in person again on both ends of the trip. That was just so wonderful. Robert and Brooklyn and I driving hours from St. Louis to Columbus and just chatting the whole way, and then trying to listen to a podcast and only getting like 10 seconds in before we had another thing we needed to add to the conversation was like, ugh, incredible. And then getting to hang with David and Kelly and, you know, just binge watch Love Island in their cozy little home, the island, as we jokingly call it. It was just everything that I could have wanted. So cheers to 2024. Cheers to all of these good memories. There were genuinely so many more, but this video is about 2025 and I should get on with it. And actually, the 52 goals, 52 and 25, was inspired by someone on Twitch who I wrote down your name somewhere here. I wrote it down when you had the idea, when you were sharing it with us. I told you it was so cool. I don't know where it went. I allowed my desk to just devour it whole. It is gone. So if that was you, shout out to you. Please let me know if you are publicly sharing your 52 and 25 somewhere. I would love to know. 52 and 25 really does just sound so good. And you're gonna understand soon what I mean about how I'm being a little bit sneaky with things. But the first one is to get my personal library organized and to get my unread shelves down to 4. Okay. I actually got a little bit of a head start on this goal that I was not anticipating. I thought I was gonna wait till the new year to start it, but bookshelf organized. You're gonna see that video soon. However, depending on how you count things, and the way I'm counting is technically, do you see this little shelf? This little shelf? It does not count, okay? This little column of shelves? This little bookcase, if you will? No. So it's just, it's part of the 4, okay? If you do that, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 unread shelves currently. Is this perhaps ambitious? Yes. However, because I already got started on the goal, like, no matter what, I'm gonna get half credit for it. My second goal is to complete Couch to 5K. Now, I have a version of this goal every year, and actually I have removed some goals that are duplicate goals. Goals that I think I've set frequently and just not really accomplished are out of here. So there's no more Duolingo goal, despite getting really far in my goal. For like so many days of Duolingo, every time I just fall short, and then something in the falling short makes it hard for me to get started again. So I'm just gonna remove it as a goal entirely. Maybe it'll come back next year, but I'm keeping the Couch to 5K one because I actually do really well on that. The reason that I have done poorly is often because of the summer, and I now have medicines that help me with the summer. And so I'm hopeful. The third goal on this list is to complete Couch to 10K or a version of it. Basically, my hope is to make this a regular thing. I genuinely, when I get in the habit of it, I love running. It is something I look forward to. So it's just maintaining that for as long as I can. I think I'm gonna try and set up races with my mother-in-law. Races, I'm very slow, it doesn't matter. But like, yeah, I think that's just, I want to do it, and I want to go all the way to like 10K this year. That's an actual reach goal. Finishing Couch to 5K, I've done before. I'll have to do again to get into the stamina, right? But 10K, 10K. My fourth goal is to publish a closet full of cauldrons. I'm not yet sure if I'm going to be doing that under Kate Kavanaugh, but I am going to document the whole thing on this channel. So, unlike the romance pen name, all of this is gonna be here. Whether it actually ends up being Kate Kavanaugh or not, or something slightly different, maybe my actual name, who knows, but yes. The fifth goal is to crochet a snake plushie, a little loaf cat, for Becca. And this is where we're starting to get sneaky, okay? Because not only is the goal to crochet one for Becca, but it's to crochet a Raja for Jess. It's to crochet David and Callie, every single one of their 3 cats. Okay, it is to crochet my husband's friend a dice bag. So the goal really is to not only make the gifts, but also mail out the gifts. Mailing is an issue for me that I need to get over, frankly. And what better way than via crochet? So for every gift I make and send, give, whatever, that counts. Okay, so this could be my 5th goal, but it could also be my 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th goal accomplished. Do you see what I'm saying? Tricky, but yes. Similarly, the 6th goal is that every new recipe I cook, and it is important that I cook it and not bake it. It is not a baked, it is a cooked. It's a savory dish. Every new recipe that I do, that counts as a thing. Okay, one of the 52. I won't be this tricky for all of the things, but it's just the stuff that I don't do regularly. So I have a very fun cookbook that I have kind of started working my way through, and by that I mean I think I've made like 2 recipes out of it since I got it in November. I'm such a baker. I love baking. I feel very confident baking. What I don't feel confident doing is cooking, and I would like to get more confident at that. It is some big life goal to eventually host a like dinner party that I have cooked everything at and have my friends hang out at that dinner party. So like I need to know how to cook in order to achieve that life goal. Oh, my hair is falling. If it's messed up now, don't tell me. So my unofficial goal tentatively is to cook a new recipe every single week. But again, I've only done 2 of the recipes and I've had it for 2 months. So like, but I think slowly but surely I will gain confidence in this, and that's what I want. That's the main goal. I imagine realistically it'll be something like I try a new cooking recipe once a month. However, I've already scheduled my first one. There is a sog paneer recipe that I told my dad about because he and I love sog paneer, and so I invited him over this coming Friday, first week of the year, to make that with me. So, or watch me make it and he gets to try it. So I feel like we're off to a good start. The 7th goal is to plant new herbs and veggies in my backyard. The tomatoes I planted this year had an incredible bonus of actually getting to eat them, which was phenomenal. It helped me to enjoy tomatoes more, like just by themselves, but also I felt much more connected to the Texas seasons. And it helped me enjoy summer again, and just the heat that we have for so long here in Texas. But I got so many tomatoes, and I have learned a lot. I'm gonna have more planters. I'm gonna spread my plants out, but I would love to do some more herbs. It would be nice to maybe even do like an inside version. You know, I could grow some mint, would be nice. We already have rosemary growing. But yeah, I wanna continue that trend. Work my way up to slowly getting a little green thumb. My 8th goal is to complete the first draft of my religious Thurple story, which I've outlined, but it's missing like one little thing to like zhuzh it up a little bit more. So I still don't have it yet, but I'm hoping this year I will have it and then I can start drafting. My 9th goal is to complete A Basement Brimming with Bodies, which is the 2nd book in the Closet Full of Cauldrons series, and I already have that fully outlined. I feel so very ready to write it, and will actually begin drafting that this month in January, as soon as I send A Closet Full of Cauldrons off to beta readers. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, the 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th goals are somewhat secret goals. Not because they're not that interesting, so don't worry. But it's just continuing in this vein of trying to like complete some things and publish some things. As with a lot of my stuff in kind of like late 2023 and all of 2024 being so dominated by just kind of improving health stuff, physical health, mental health, medicine that I'm taking, whatever, I really fell out of what used to be a fairly routine thing of splitting up my different pen name work, and I've had to be focusing on kind of just one main project at a time, and that has been really fulfilling in some ways, and nice. Fulfilling at least because it was the only thing I could do as well, so but I would like to get back to doing more of the pen name stuff, so that's the goal, is to like incrementally creep up my work on that, which slowed during the past year and a half or so. For my 14th goal, I would like to finish my handwritten 0 draft project that I've tentatively been calling Bejeweled. It is about half done, but my goodness, it's not been a focus. I've really just been writing a page here and there, so it's really not that big of a deal, but I do think it could be finished. I could write a page a day and be done, you know, in 90 days. That would be awesome. That would be nice. You know, just a quick little burst of creativity, handwriting in the morning, and then like I can do whatever else I want. I just want to finish it. My 15th goal is to create a larger wearable. I have crocheted myself beanies, I crocheted myself a scarf, I have crocheted myself little hand warmers with the yarn I got from Ireland, but I want something bigger. I initially tried to crochet a lover cardigan, a lover themed cardigan for the Taylor Swift concert, but I way underestimated how long it took to do a cardigan. I even bought this really cool like cumulus cloud cardigan pattern and it is so pretty. It looks so cool. So I want to continue with that. I think I'll change the colors just ever so slightly, but could I wear it? That's what I want. I don't care that it's only cardigan weather like a month of the year here. I will be wearing that cardigan I crochet. Now, on a similar vein, my 16th goal is to actually go to a community class, or I wrote take a class from the local community, because I went to a craft club and one of the ladies there was telling me that she took this it's like a stained glass art class that she'd taken from the local community. So whether that is going to a specific like local small business, I found some really cool sewing ones that would be cool to take from these places, or if it is like the local university or local college that's hosting them, I want to take one class. But hopefully it is indeed a sewing class, because I have a goal, my 17th goal, to sew an entire outfit back on my wearable clothes that I have made train. I do have some shirts and other things that I've personally hemmed or kind of changed, but I want something where I've picked out the fabric myself. I have a bunch of fabric here still. I picked out the fabric and I have like crafted it and made it to fit me exactly the way I want it to fit me. I'm thinking a dress, you know, one full thing counts as, one item counts as an outfit, would be easiest, but yes, I just want to gain some confidence with that because I feel like I can sew, but it takes me so long to figure out what to do with the bobbin and the thread, and then like when I need to change the thread, I just get really confused. And also I'm not great at following patterns, which is very important for sewing. So anyways, that is a goal. My 18th and 19th goals are complete my closet clean out and complete our kitchen clean out. These are obviously less exciting goals, but they are super necessary and something that I have like pushed off for a while. So I feel like setting it on an official goals list will actually help me get it done. My 20th goal is to read 26 books. Now, unlike the other numbered goals, this one is just going to count as one goal because I read a lot of books every year anyways, you know? And a lot is debatable because I've been watching a lot of BookTube and those people, they read a lot of books. I read books. A point or star or whatever I'm going to use for each book would be just ridiculous. But I do think 26 is a good goal for me. One book every 2 weeks. If I can do more than that, that would be phenomenal. But I didn't want to set this goal too high. Goal number 21 is to post my Japan vlog. I recorded so much while I was in Japan. I have so much to edit. I've actually already started the first edit and it is like an hour and something. And I have not imported all the footage, so it would have to be almost entirely voiceover because I didn't do any like talking to the camera bits, but I just wanted to record for me and I also want to edit for me. I want to edit this and get it done. I want to get it off of my iMovie. I want to be able to watch it in whole. Yes, I also did not list this as a goal, but it could be one, which is that I want to get better at video editing in a different way. Just like learn some new tips and tricks and things like that, try some stuff out, expand my skill set. And I feel like that is a good vlog to start that on. Where will I be posting it though? That is another question I have. And also for another goal, we're gonna get there because goal number 22 is to record and post a Vietnam vlog. I am so excited. I have two things that I'm really looking forward to in 2025 that I already know about. One of which is I'm going to Vietnam with my mother-in-law and my husband's aunt's wife. We've been joking because it's like my mother-in-law and then the two that married into the family. My husband's family is Vietnamese. Grandma is already in Vietnam. She has been for the last few months. That's why we've had Thor. And yeah, I'm going around February, March for a cousin's wedding and it's gonna be so fun. And then my husband's aunt's wife is Thai and we're also gonna try and go to Thailand. So I think that will be very cool too. So we're going to be there for 2.5 weeks. So I just think that'll be so incredibly fun. The other trip I'm really looking forward to is a family cruise that we're taking. This will be my third cruise. And to be honest, I don't think cruises are for me, but this is like the final chance to see if it'll change. I think barring, I would eventually love to see Alaska, and I feel like the best way to do that is probably an Alaskan cruise, but I just don't know that cruises are the vacations for me. I just have so many expectations of getting to see more things than I do, and like for some reason I just like haven't yet been able to figure out the perfect way to relax on a cruise. So it ends up being like kind of, I don't know. Anyways, but I am excited for this one because it is, my mom and dad have been on so many, but it is Robert and Brooklyn's first time on a cruise. So it's gonna be really fun to get to hang out with them. Getting to spend time with my brothers actually in person is always the best. Oh, my hair's pulling again. Hello. So no matter what, it's gonna be fun, but I don't know if I'll do another cruise after this. Anyways, if goal 22 is to record and post my Vietnam vlog, and goal 21 was to post my Japan vlog, goal 23 is to start a second channel, question mark. Becca and I have been joking because she is really leaning into having her separate channels, her writing channel and then like her sewing crafty, that kind of channel. And I am attempting in January, it is going to be kind of the first, it's going to be a little bit of an experiment to try and combine all of the hobbies and things that I'm doing in with my writing vlogs. And it's less a focus on a writing vlog and more just like a weekly vlog with all of it. And I'm going to see if I even enjoy doing that, if that's the kind of thing y'all are interested in. And if it's not, then maybe a second channel is the answer. Also because sometimes I appreciate having a like specific topic for the video. Like I crocheted this one object, and that's the whole video, rather than getting to see me work on parts of it throughout the week amongst doing all these other things. Like I don't know which one's the answer, you see. And I like having all of that for me. I think actually video making is a hobby in itself, but what to do, I do not yet know. So it is a goal, but it could be like an amended goal. Do I post those videos here? I don't know. Like Vietnam, I'm probably only gonna bring like my notebook. So how much writing am I really gonna be doing? I'm gonna be eating a lot and I'm gonna be like sightseeing and hanging with family. So I don't know. Goal 24 is to create some goodies, craft some goodies for people based off of A Closet Full of Cauldrons. So if I want to publish it this year, I also would love to have some goodies that I can give people. And Jess shared this bat applique, and I'm this bat applique, and I think it would be incredibly fun to crochet those maybe into bookmarks, kind of like I did the pumpkin bookmarks for Wallace. Also maybe some stickers. I don't know, just some fun things. Maybe even like cute little bat plushies too. TBD, but that is a big goal for this year as well. Something I can channel my creativity to that I can also give to people. Goal 25 is to stick to a skincare routine for 100 days. To be totally honest, the 100 days is just like a stick to it for 90 days, stick to it for 60 days. It doesn't matter a whole lot. My skin has been on a journey this year. All the different medications, okay? The skin has been on a journey, and it has not been helped by the fact that I am in and out of my skincare routine. The only thing routine about it is that it's not a routine. The only thing routine about it is that I will do it for a few days and then not do it for a few days and then think about doing it for a few days and then do it again for a few days and then not do it again. And also I'm talking like very basic. I'm talking about like a nice moisturizer at night. Okay, I'm talking about making sure that my skin is lotioned up during this winter. It is slightly drier here than usual. So anyways, yes, routine, 100 days, please. Goal 26 is to plan and execute a date night monthly, but this can also be like an artist date. It's just my goal to get myself out of the house a little bit more and also explore my city a little bit more. I love San Antonio. I'm very proud to live in San Antonio, but I feel like I don't do as much exploring of it as I would like to. I would also like to enmesh myself into the community a little bit more, maybe volunteer, that could count, you know. Anyway, so that's a big goal. Goal 27, attend a craft club regularly / when I'm in town. I attended one just before October when I was crocheting the, I have crocheted a wearable, the kind of spider web top, and it was really fun. It was really nice. It was just kind of, it was so cool to be surrounded by other people doing their crafts and just have like a little crafty night, and they do it monthly at this bookstore that I love so much. So I would like to do that more regularly. Also, I got over the nerves of going for the first time, so I feel like all subsequent times should be really easy. And hopefully the same would be true for goal 28, which is join and attend a in-person, an IRL book club. I've told this story before, but I tried to go to this book club at this bookstore I love so much, and I had not like emotionally prepared for how many people were in the room when I like walked up to see, and I about faced and walked the hell out of there because it made me too anxious and too nervous. So I think going to the craft club, having something to do with my hands, helped me get over that fear, and so I'm ready to do it, I'm ready to try again, and I still think that one would be a good one to do. So the goal is set, the goal is official. Goal 29 is to put some stretching into my routine for 30, 60, 90 days. So I need to stretch. It's like, it's not a question anymore. I have to be stretching. I need to be a little bit more mobile. I need to work with my flexibility. I don't care how long it is for. I don't even need to technically start in January. I just need to make sure that I do something for 30 days, and then the next 30 days after that I do something a little bit different, and the next 30 days after that I do something a little bit different. Whether that's a little bit different or a little bit more or whatever it is, doesn't matter. It needs to be done, so it's on the list. Some of these were fun ones, and then that one is like, it's not fun. It's I have to do it. And then goal 30, which is the final official typed up goal, is another sneaky one, which is to make a different type of bread each month. This is one of those sort of like stereotypical lockdown things that I did not get on board, which is a shock because I love bread. Bread is life, you know? So for each bread I bake, I'm gonna give myself a little star or a little check mark or another 31st, 32nd, 33rd goal accomplished for the year. I want that bread. But that is it. 30 specific goals with the wiggle room of getting up to 52 with each additional fun little thing I accomplish, whether that is bread, a recipe I cook, or a crocheted gift that I send. Who knows? With these logistics, with these parameters, I might actually even get over 52. But that is gonna be it for me. This was a very long video. My apologies. I hope you guys have a wonderful start to your new year. Please do let me know what your goals are for the year, whether they're kind of little ones like this, or whether they're like big giant things. I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye, friends.